okay? And I talk a lot about this young lady. And Amanda, first of all, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for being on the call, because I know by virtue of having a probably a $5 million agency this year, how busy you are. But Amanda, are you there? Please unmute her, Marty, if you could.
I am. I'm here. Okay. Hi, everyone.
So Amanda, the next few minutes are yours. You are the living, breathing example of what I've just talked about. Okay, just to give you a little background before I give the reins over to Amanda. Amanda comes from the state of North Dakota. Okay, for those of us who've traveled, we realize North Dakota is fairly sparsely populated. Okay, well, Amanda doesn't live. I know she's going to move, or maybe has already moved, but she didn't start her business in the capital of Montana. She started her business in a little town, just to give you an example, or just to give you some perspective, 80 miles from the closest Walmart. Okay, so all those wonderful professional opportunities to recruit, like RMS or Indeed or ZipRecruiter, that wasn't of much use to Amanda Arndt as she started to scale her business. Okay, all she had was her good name and her brand and the 4 pillars I brought to you earlier today. So Amanda, yes. I love you. I'm so proud of what you're doing.
Thank you.
And I want you to speak to the people now and talk to them about how you have done it.
Okay, I'm so excited to be here. I'm also exhausted because my kid has been up all night. He's been sick. And so just real life here. You got to build your business about your life, right? And Eric's right, like brand, your personal brand is so important. Marty, can you give me the host back, please? I would like the host capability. I don't need it right away, but just if you could get that for me. So I moved to Watford City. We hadn't even been here. You guys, I'm a field recruit. I know I've told this to you so many times, but field recruiting is my passion. We were buying a woman's house. She was a family heritage agent. She was moving to Wyoming and she's like, what do you do? And I was like, well, what do you do? And from there, it just took off because I saw the product and I knew immediately, one, I wanted this for myself. My husband has an amazing career in the oil field, an amazing career, right? And we are the walking, talking poster child of family heritage because when he was transferring to a different oil company, there was 2 weeks where we didn't have major medical. And I was pregnant with our son. And he was like, we don't have major medical. I was like, we're going to be fine. It's fine. I'm not even close to having the baby. I went into, my water broke and Bo arrived. We were in the NICU for over 6 weeks. We were in 3 different hospitals. We had no major medical. Like it was just the biggest storm. I was going to swear, but I decided not to, of our lives, right? That it was just, how was I going to deal? How are we going to do this? And so when I saw the product, I was like, I would have given anything for this. I mean, we almost went medically bankrupt. And so the passion that I have behind this, and we were a middle-class family. And Eric's so correct. Like I never target, like, I don't care if you're in the beginning of your career and building your nest egg, or you're at the end of your career and you have your nest egg. Our products make sense. Our products make sense no matter what. And I tell that to people in my presentation. I tell that to the business owners. I have so many people that are multimillionaires, and I mean that for real, and they carry every single one of our products at the elite level because they see the value, and then they carry it for their employees because of the passion and the conviction that I have behind of what we do. So anyways, we moved to North Dakota, right? I don't know anyone, and I take this job and I'm like, whatever, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to roll. I'm going to run with it. I busted my booty. And I realized from day one that if I'm going to do this, I'm going to run this as my business. I ran this as an agency owner from day one. Travis Wilson is one of the most influential mentors of my entire life. I am always grateful for Travis. Always. Like, I could have not done what I did without Travis, but my success is his success. It's a symbiotic relationship. And he let me fly. I never once heard Travis tell me no. Like, he would be like, oh, let's think about this for a second. And I totally flopped on my face. And then I'd be like, why did I do it? And he's like, I tried to tell you, right? But here's the thing is that it didn't matter because I knew I was my CEO. I'm the CEO. So when I was out introducing people, when I was out meeting people, when I was, I wasn't going as Infinity Business Group. I was going as the Arndt agency. I have a personal brand. Nobody knows Travis Wilson. Nobody really knows like Globe Life, right? They just know I'm the exclusive broker for Globe Life. It is the Arndt agency. We have a living, breathing office in Watford. I have business owners walking into our office asking how this works and how they can get their employees to be a part of it. My first year in sales, I personally wrote over 400,000. I wrote 300,000 in 6 months. And then COVID happened and I just had to take a step back and figure out what I wanted to do. And that's when I decided when I wanted to pivot and start building. My second 6 months, we closed out in personal building of just under $1 million. And last year we finished with just over 3 million. We are on fire, but I need you to know behind the scenes too, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I have the most incredible husband. You guys, I couldn't be doing this if I didn't have, like, Kyle and I are so yoked, not only in marriage, but also in our business together, of the support and the love and the freedom and flexibility that he gives me, right? He did catch a tiger by the tail, but he married me. So he's got that. He already knew what he was getting a hold of when that happened. But so creating my own personal brand, I'm a part of the Rotary Club. I'm a part of 3 chambers of commerce. I donate for the Arndt agency for Toys to Tots. I donate to Blue Santa. I donate a huge table every year for Pheasants Forever. I donate to the Mackenzie County Sheriff Rifle Association. I donate to the Mattahay Trail, all of it as the Arndt agency for my own personal brand. So I was doing some research on this. Do you guys know, I think everybody knows Tesla, right? Tesla? Do you know who the head, who originated that? Who is it? Give me some interaction. I love interaction. Who created that? Who created Tesla? Elon Musk, right? Do you know that his personal brand has 69 million followers, but only Tesla has 12 million? Building a personal brand is one of the most powerful things you can ever do for your business. Alongside of having the absolute best products in the country, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go wrong. And the biggest and the most important thing that you need to do is decide in this moment that you are the CEO. You're taking control of your business. You guys, like, I read the ABM like bedtime story every single night. I knew everyone's stats. I knew who Curtis Rogers was before I even met him in person because I had researched every single person in behind the scenes in the sales publications. Take charge of your own career. Take charge of your own power. Take back your power. One of the things that is in front of me that I want you guys to see, this is a letter that I wrote to myself on the plane on my way back from sales school. On the way back from sales school. And I keep it in front of me and I hang it up on my wall. I see it every single day because out of sight, out of mind, you lose sight of your goals and you lose sight of the original you. And so that has been such a humbling thing for me to see every single day. I was going to be an AO in 6 years. I did it in 2.5 years. I've only been in this career for 2.5 years. That's it. 2.5 years. And I did it from the ground up, completely on my own. Travis, he gave me like 3 or 4 recruits. And we have the best relationship, but it wasn't up to Travis to build the business. It's up to me. It was my responsibility. It's not Curtis's responsibility. It's not Barry's responsibility. It's not Marty's. It's not Eric's. It's yours. This is your business. Start taking ownership of it. I cannot tell you that enough. John Wayne, oh my gosh, what an amazing leader, right? Harley, all of them. But it's not their responsibility. It's yours. You start doing this. Nobody else. Find your inner fire. I really want to show something and share something with you guys. I had no idea what I was doing. I was even creating my own stats trackers, all of this. I want to show you last year's recruiting stats. I created this. But the reason why I want to show, can everyone see it? What I want to show you is this is what I found out. Last year, the Arndt agency as a regional, we had 26 field recruits and 30 professional recruits. We ended the year with the Arndt agency alone. Nobody else, nobody giving us, this is just me. We ended up with 56 recruits. But what I really want you to see is that field recruits at 26, 4 less than the professional recruits, outperformed the paid hires by several $100,000 with less field recruits. I'm telling you guys, field recruits, that is one of the most important things that you can do for yourself. Nobody else offering the opportunity. And that is a mental muscle that you have to flex. Last year, our average recruit in their first 4 weeks was producing almost 9,600 in 4 weeks. In 4 weeks, look at everyone that's green was trained to quick start. Everyone that was yellow was trained to standard. We have high standards here. High standards. These are not Travis's. These are not Family Heritage. This is the Arndt agency, and your personal brand carries into your agents, into your culture, into your team. I can't tell you enough or speak highly enough of what an opportunity you have here, and it's yours. It's nobody else's. And to do right and just speak from the heart, be genuine, be smart, and run with it. Like, yeah, it is. It's tiring. It's exhausting, you guys. It always reminds me of, on our even page, the iceberg page of our sales presentation. Everyone knows the direct cost. No one knows the indirect costs, that whole thing. It's the same thing with success. Everyone sees the success, but they don't see what's happening behind the table, underneath the water to achieve that success. I am not naturally talented. I have no degree. I have no degree. I don't come from a wealthy family at all. I've never, ever been given anything in my life. What I do have is I am scrappy as hell. I work my butt off, and I know my own power. I look up and then I look within. And all of you need to give each other permission to do that, to realize and take that moment for yourself of what you really want from this career. Because it's nobody else's responsibility but yours. Does anybody have any questions? Does anyone, I love giving, this is it. I always tell you guys, I always tell my team too, dude, if you can't ask a question, then you are in the wrong career, because you are cold calling day to day, right?
Hey, Amanda, we're going to take maybe 1 or 2 questions, and then we're going to end it, because everything's been said.
Yeah.
There's no other words. It's not a technique. It's not a strategy. It's a heart. You said, look within, look up, and then look within. Okay. There's not much else that needs to be said, but if someone has a really important question, we'll take 1 or 2, and then we're going to go to our communities, and we're going to start making a difference. Anybody have a question?
Reagan here.
Reagan, go ahead.
Hey, Amanda.
Hey.
In 1 or 2 sentences. Hello. In 1 or 2 sentences, what is your personal brand?
Yeah, my personal brand, it hasn't changed, is be the force that God made you to be. Be the force that God made you to be. It really is. That's my brand. That's my why. That's my family's creed. That's everything, is that Kyle and I, we have moral, personal, I call it like they're power promises, right? To ourselves: hard work, loyalty, love the Lord, love our family, and get your butt out of bed. And out and listen, and fresh air can cure anything. Fresh air, right? Get some fresh air. Fresh air can cure anything. And that is truly be the force that God made you to be. Like, you guys, I wish you could see, every time I say it, I get goosebumps, because that's the power of my conviction.
Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Any other questions?
Hey, Amanda, JJ here.
Hi,
Those
JJ.
goals that you wrote, those goals that you wrote down on the way home from sales school.
Yeah.
Are you okay with sharing any of those? Because I can only imagine those have been shattered out of the water.
Yeah, well, okay, so it's actually that's a great question. So Tyler Grinder, I didn't even know what an eagle was, you guys. I had no idea when I was in sales school what an eagle was. And he's like, I don't come home off a train more until I ride an eagle. And I was like, well, what's a train more? And what's an eagle? And whoever this Tyler Grinder is, I can do an eagle. Duh. So then I did 8 eagles from when I first started. For the first week, for 8 weeks straight, I wrote an eagle every week right out of sales school. And the only reason why I stopped is I got pneumonia. Truly, swear to God, that's what happened. I got pneumonia. Otherwise, I would have carried that eagle streak. But yeah, the thing is I wrote a statement to myself, and I'll finish with this, right? And it's truly reading right off this letter. It's a statement to myself: is I work harder than anyone. I might not have the raw talent, but I make up for it with true grit and tenacity. I will find a way. If not a door, a window, a chimney, a crack in the wall, I will find a way. If you can look up, you can get up. And that was it. And I signed and dated it. And I wrote, I will be an agency owner in 6 years, 2025. And by December 21st, 2021, Ayo, baby.
Amanda, first of all, just for me, to you, thank you. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for what you mean, not only to the people that work with you and the community that you live in, but thank you to what you mean to this company. You are a very important person. You showed all of us that you don't need a degree, that you don't need a pedigree, that you don't need a book career, that you don't need anything other than hard work and a passion and a vision. And look what you can do. So, yes, guys, it's right out in front of you. Amanda is a living, breathing example for every one of you. And I'm glad and so grateful, Amanda, that you took some time out to spend it with us today. So you are a fence post. This hopefully is a fence post in your career. Guys, now it's time to go. So I love you. I'm always available if you need me. If you want me to explain something that again to you, to go deeper, I'd love to do that. Guys, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in.